What's going on, guys? What's happening? This is episode number 5. I can't believe we're up to episode number 5 already.
Wow.
Yeah, we're growing. Is it episode 5?
It is.
Yeah, episode 5. Time's flying. What's going on? Welcome to...
What you talking about, Lil B?
Welcome, Baxx. Welcome, Laura. What's going on with you guys?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Just relaxing?
Just chilling.
So, welcome everybody. Thank you for listening to our show. Thank you for all the feedback that we've been getting with everybody through our Facebook page. Just go ahead and look for our Facebook page and look it up by...
What you talking about, Lil B?
And it has all of our platforms and where the show links. So we are on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, TuneIn Radio, CastBox, iHeartRadio. We're on Podbean, Stitcher, and YouTube. And Baxx, you designed a Twitter page.
Yes, sir.
And that you run that. So how do we go finding that page?
Just gonna type in what you talking about, Lil B.
Yep, and also our Facebook page. Yep. If you need the direct links, go to our Facebook page, and right at the pin to the top has our direct links to our platforms. And please like and subscribe because we have $0 per month budget promoting our show. So word of mouth is the best advertisement so far. All right, Laura, Baxx, what's happening with you guys? What's new?
Oh man, just another episode, another week. Just here, man. Just loving being alive, man. There's so much going on in the world today. So I guess every day above ground is a good day.
Absolutely. Didn't that come out of a song?
What? I think it came from Scarface or something like that.
It was another. It was a song out there. Is another day above ground is a good day. I can't remember who sings it, but if somebody else remembers what song this, go ahead and message us on Facebook. But Laura, what's going on with you?
Just the same. Just dealing with the COVID-19, wearing my mask, getting machines.
Still.
It's always happening.
Still, I think it was subside a little bit. Jesus. With me, I'm just another day here. I guess another day above ground. My new terminology phrase. So.
Definitely.
But how you guys handling the no bars, drinking, and all that stuff?
I made my own bar.
You made your own bar?
In my house.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know you can? Well, every app lets you order alcohol. I mean, that's amazing. Like, thank you, COVID-19.
Yeah.
We can now order our own alcohol. There's no such thing as beer runs anymore.
Those are
Just
some crazy restrictions that were lifted. Now you could be 16. I wish they had that when I was 16, 17 year olds sneaking into the liquor store.
Why did we have a pandemic when I was 16?
Wow.
Hey, 16, let's order some alcohol.
I feel bad for all these businesses and how, they were closed for X amount of time. They weren't allowed to, have people in their restaurants and or businesses had to completely shut down and they had to be creative. And, I don't know how to, if I was a small business owner, I don't know what I would do. But some of these people, they're coming creative, curbside delivery or home delivery of different items. I mean, yeah, it takes a lot of extra and then take the extra mile to make the customer happy. I mean, you got to make a living somehow. The rent never stops. So
I know, yeah. I hope they get like more business loans. Not even loans, just give them grants.
Grants or waive their rent fee for their storefronts or whatever. I mean, it's not fair that they have to sit there and, can't open their business. And next thing you know, they have to, come, months first of the month, and rent is due. And, real estate for commercial real estate is expensive.
Yeah.
It's really expensive. They charge like by the square foot. So I know that it's not like renting an apartment, but, and you got to do a build out and, everything inside there is all yours. You got to build it. It's not like renting an apartment. Your, kitchen sink is already there and the kitchen's already built and the bathroom's there. No, a lot of these places you got to build from the ground up. So, but speaking of small businesses, I have a friend of mine. His name is James Serrano. And he owns a Pinot's Palate. You ever heard of Pinot's Palate? This is those wine and
I've been wanting to go to it. I don't know if it's open anymore, but I love doing those things.
They are open. They are here. And James, he was willing to come on to our show and talk about what small businesses doing these days and what how they coping with not being an essential business since they're not essential. They don't we're not open for the last couple of months and slowly things are opening up, and now our governor in Florida, not allowed to sell alcohol anymore. So, but let me try to get my good friend James Serrano from Pinot's Palate in Wesley Chapel, and Just give him a little ring-a-dingy here on Skype, and we'll see what goes on.
Hello, Pino's Palette. James speaking. How may I help you?
James, how are you? It's AJ.
Hey, what's going on, AJ?
Not much. You're welcome to our show.
What you talking about, LeB?
You got Baxx and got Laura here.
Hey, Laura.
So we were talking about small businesses and what changes and how did you guys adapt? I know you own a Pino's Palette up in Wesley Chapel, so we'll go into what exactly your business is and what exactly goes on there, and how you became creative and changed your business model, if you did, or how did you did you talk to the landlord and waive your rental fees, or did you file for PPE or whatever you did. I'm curious to see how some, not all businesses that went through this, but I know majority did. So let's start to talk about Pino's Palette Wesley Chapel. So what is that all about?
Yeah, no worries, AJ. And it's funny when you say, how did you adapt? And the interesting thing is that how are we adapting? Because once you think you've adapted, then they change something and then you have to adapt. So I would say we're still adapting. So Pino's Palette, we are a paint, drink, have fun, upscale destination, entertainment. So the type of business that I have has been hugely affected because we are a gathering place and we're also a non-essential business, right? So you don't need to come and paint, you don't need to drink. So entertainment. And of course, I think, when was it? March 12th, I think they declared it a pandemic. And a lot of business owners didn't see this coming. We're thinking, oh, this is China. This has nothing. It's not going to happen here in the United States of America. So we got all caught not knowing what to do. And next, our government says, hey, you have to close your business. Well, we have employees, right? We have rent. We have so many moving pieces. And you're thinking, what am I going to do if I close my business? So we had to think on the fly. You had to just be creative. So unfortunately, a lot of people didn't want to react. Some did take the initiative and say, okay, what can I do to sustain the business during these changes? So it was a huge change because now people can't come to the studio. We can't serve wine. Also, employees were afraid to come in, right? We don't know what this COVID-19 is. And it was a quick, change to our business model. So our business model became virtual. We started to do all of our classes virtually. So I had never heard of the word Zoom. I'm not one of the cool guys that know Zoom, but I had to quickly learn, what is Zoom? What does that mean? So all of a sudden you're working with technology and you don't see people in front of you. So and also it's a different skill set, right? To present in front of a little camera as opposed to having people in front of you and you can see their body language. So we had to adapt to that. We had to adapt to curbside pickup, where people basically called us and picked up their painting kit, their paint, and then they took it home. And then we instructed at the studio live, or we gave them written instructions. So that was kind of like a new business model. And of course, as things got worse and worse, we had fear of employees. And that became a concern and I understand, the fear, because I was fearful myself with asthma. I didn't want to get, of course, COVID-19, but to stay alive and to survive during these times, all of a sudden, I never thought in my many years that I would be driving, doing deliveries. Well, now I'm competing with the Amazon drivers. Actually, I drive a little faster than them, but, now I have to deliver kits to people's houses, I have stickies all over my car with addresses, or sometimes you forget a specific color, you have to drive back. So it's a whole different business model. But basically the message I want to give is you have to do whatever you have to do to survive and hopefully stay afloat and hope that this goes away soon. But as you know, things just keep getting worse. And now all of a sudden we're the hot spot.
Yeah,
we are.
Florida. Yeah. I think we got another 10,000 other cases in the last couple of days. It's been crazy how many cases we've been having in a row.
Wow.
So I have a question for your business. So now that you're doing it virtually, are you allowed to have like more people participate? Because before it was like, you had people coming into your business. Now that it's on Zoom, can't you have like more customers?
You could. So that's an upside. So the positive things about this is something we've never would have imagined doing. So we're actually learning a new business model. And there's people that COVID-19 or no COVID-19, they want to stay home. So yes, the great thing is that we're sold out because you can have 100 people. Also, you don't have to have 10 artists instructing, you just have one on stage. The drawback is, of course, you're dealing with technology, right? You have that fear that, oh my gosh, is the internet going to be up? Or is the internet going to be good? Or is my internet great, but your internet's not good? Is the mic working? Just little things like that. The logistics of deliveries and preparing the kids, and then the time behind the scenes, pumping all the paint for the little containers. But yeah, so the upside is, like last night we had an event with 48 painters, and I only had one artist instructing. So it's easier to do, but the behind the scenes is, the preparing for the event.
Right, like the delivering and all that.
And when you say kit, you're talking about the
canvas,
the canvas and the paints and the paintbrushes and all that stuff. And are they keeping that, or they have to return it in at the end of the thing?
Yeah. So what happened in the environment we're in, we understand that, hey man, people are losing their jobs, right? So we are more of hey, if I have a little extra money, I'm going to go paint and drink wine. So I couldn't increase my prices. So we said, you know what, let's just we actually lowered our prices and giving you more, right? So you get new brushes you have to keep, you get your canvas. We now have to buy containers to pump the paint. I have to pay staff to prepare the painting kits. I have to give you your paper plates, your cups, or your little plastic disposable apron. So that's what I mean by kits. Everything you'll need to do the painting except the easel. Now we were selling easels, but we ran out. The other thing I found that was a challenge is you couldn't get this stuff. Like for example, with COVID-19, prior to COVID-19, you can go to Walmart or Target and there was always bikes available. Well, guess what? All of a sudden, everyone needs a bike because they're bored at being home. So you couldn't find bikes. Prior to COVID-19, it was easy to just go on Amazon and buy a webcam. Well, right now, try to buy a webcam. You can't because the whole world's on virtual. So one of the challenges was, oh my gosh, I know I want to do this, but a camera that I could have bought for $100 now it's $400, or it's back order for months and months and months. So that was the challenge. Luckily, we were able to get cameras. But yeah, that's what a kit is. And then some people want it delivered. Some people want to pick up at the studio. And but it's also opened up where we had painters from Alaska, so I had to ship to Alaska, I shipped to Puerto Rico. So again, it's a whole different business model.
Oh wow! So you got it worldwide, basically. You could do it.
Yeah, you're international.
Now, are you the only person that's doing the deliveries?
So right now, yes, I'm and this is more for insurance purposes. Like I don't want a team member all of a sudden because then you have the risk of what if they get into a car accident. So I mainly do the deliveries, which, I was doing today. But yeah, unfortunately right now I'm the guy doing the deliveries. Now there are some events where they don't want to pay for the delivery. They just pick up at the studio, which I prefer. If someone just picks up 20 kits and I don't have to worry. And there are some events where you have to ship them. So that's where, I go to FedEx or UPS and I box it. So that's another logistic. You have to box them, ship them. I just had an event where I did all my shippings and I'm excited. And next I get a phone call saying, hey, we received our shipment, but the paint exploded, right? So, because FedEx can probably accidentally step on the box. So, those are like oh my gosh, what do I do now? So I had to overnight paint. So that's extra cost. But luckily the event happened. We didn't have any hiccups.
Awesome.
That's good. That's good. Any hiccups with the internet? I know with everybody being Zooming and Skyping and the internet's a little slower than usual. You had any hiccups with that?
So what we had to do, we had to upgrade. So I think we had like 100 download, upload. Again, this is stuff that I had to learn. So we had to change providers, upgrade to 500. So you have quicker speed. Mm-hmm. We went hardwire instead of wireless. So again, little things that I learned. My first event, we were wireless and the system was slowing down. But we've gotten better. We have better lighting. We have better mics. So again, this was all learning on the fly. The good thing is that the people that did it with us for the first time understood that this is not our normal business. So they were receptive to the fact that we were adapting. And they understood. I mean, we had some hiccups, but now, I'm very comfortable. Like if someone said, hey, I want to do an event for 200 people, we could. But yeah, it was a learning curve. and you're still learning, right? You're still trying to figure out, hey, how can I make my sound better? How can I
Hmm.
have music playing?
Right.
Someone wanted a PowerPoint presentation. How do I add the PowerPoint presentation? Last night we did a trivia, so we did painting and trivia. How do we add the trivia question? So we're on the fly. We're just learning and learning. We did an event which is amazing. Was for someone that proposed or to his girlfriend, and they were gonna have this big party with friends, but they couldn't. So the guy contacted me and said, "Hey, I want to do this, something fun with all our friends. We can't get together because of COVID." So I told him, "Hey, why don't you send me pictures of all your friends that are going to participate with you guys at a party, hanging out on a cruise, and then we can do a slideshow. So as your friends are painting, there'll be a moment they're going to see. So special moments that mean a lot to you guys." So when we started playing that, we can
That's
see
really
like people
creative.
people tearing, they were crying. It was just something different.
That's cool.
Um, and I asked the guy, "Hey, what song? What was your favorite song? What song did you play when you proposed?" So we did that, and she was crying. So made it special for us that we were able to bring people together, even though they're isolated. We were still able to bring them together.
Yeah, yeah, you got to be creative now. You got to be now as far as logistics wise. Everybody was shut down, and you said it took a long time for like Amazon to deliver a camera. But what about your painting suppliers? So were they shut down or they were operational? I mean, what logistics did you have with that?
So same thing. That was behind the scenes. We ran out of everything, so you couldn't get paint. So I was just quick to order a lot in bulk. So I ordered plenty. I knew that we were going to use white and black more, so we ordered a lot of that. So we were paying premium prices. So my goal at that time, and it's still my goal, is, hey, right now I know I'm not going to make money. My main goal is just stay afloat, pay
Right,
my staff,
right.
pay rent, pay electricity, try to survive this, keep your prices low and actually lower them, because most people, I mean, you guys see the unemployment numbers, most people are losing their jobs or have fear of losing their job.
Yeah,
So
that's a
I just
really
wanted to,
smart. That's really
I
smart.
just, yeah, thank you. I just wanted to stay relative, stay in people's minds with the hopes that when things go away, hey, Pino's Palette did my party. Pino's Palette, took care of this.
Right.
So that was kind of my main thing. As long as I don't have to fire anyone or lay anyone off and they still have paid, um, I just ate bananas for the past 4 months.
Oh no.
You'd mentioned a good point. Rent. Did your landlord, for your area that you have your storefront in, did they or any of your friends get any discount off their rent or anything to that nature? I mean, this is we're in a really bad situation right now. Why? Well, did they accommodate you?
Yeah, so unfortunately, no. So, our rent is different, and there's commercial and there's residential. So residential, there was help from banks where, hey, you don't have to pay for 3 months, but then you have to pay it all at once on month number four, which is crazy. With residential, it's a little bit different. Our rent's not a typical $1,000. Rents can be $8,000 a month, $6,000 a month for a brick and mortar. So the answer is no. Um, you know, Luckily for businesses, there was some help from um, from the government, but it wasn't as great as you hear on TV, right? You had to scramble to understand the paperwork, wait and to see if they would reply to your email. Some businesses got the what's called the PPP, the Payroll Protection Program loans, which is a loan, but it can become a grant if you pay your staff. So what they told us is, hey, you can use this money to pay your staff. You have to do it in 8 weeks. You have 8 weeks to do it. The goal was so that they don't go to unemployment and collect, so you're still paying them. But then with the other hand, they were telling you, but you have to close your business. I'm like, well, how do you want me to pay if you're telling me to also close my business? So luckily I was able to do the virtual stuff. So we closed our business, but we were doing it virtual. But I know a lot of friends that own restaurants. How can I pay my staff if we're closed? The
Right.
government's telling me to close, but the government's also telling me to have my workers work. There was a conflict. Um, I lost my thought process on the question. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay,
we're
but
we're just talking about. Go ahead, Laura.
no,
Sorry.
I was just I'm wondering like how much is the government really helping small businesses though? Because from what you're saying, it doesn't seem like there's that much help. It seems like they kind of set you guys up to fail.
Yeah, and that's a great question. The sad part is the true small business. So I was disappointed with the bigger banks. I'm not going to name banks, but you guys know the big banks.
Yeah,
Right.
the big
So
ones.
the big ones, and I bank with one of those big ones. I have a 20-year relationship. So I'm thinking, hey, my bank knows me. They're going to help. But they were helping their bigger, like the big Ruth Chris of the world, the Harvards of the big institutions that a lot of them actually had to give the money back that didn't really need it. And so, but the true small mom and pop, the small restaurant, they were not getting much, which was a struggle. But then there was a second wave of, okay, we're going to help, which they did. Still, I know a lot of owners that didn't get anything and unfortunately had to close. I mean, a lot of businesses have closed. But the help they gave was basically, in a nutshell, whatever your payroll is, they'll give you 2 months and a half of payroll so you can pay your staff. But we're like in month number 4 of this, so that money is gone. That ran out, and that's why you're seeing more closures or more studios. Just that they just never reopen their doors again.
Do you think the government is doing enough to help out small business owners, or do you think they're just trying to get everyone to open up the economy again?
So I don't know. I don't think enough was done. I mean, I'm glad something was done, but the reality is, you spend that money they gave you in 1 month. So it's only like, okay, what's the point of helping me for 1 month?
Right.
But next month, I still have payroll, I still have insurance. So here's another thing that happened. When we had to close down, a lot of business, well, if you're in business, you have to pay insurance. Just kind of like when you're driving a car, you have to pay car insurance. So we're thinking, okay, well, I have insurance. What's the big deal? You're insured for everything. You're insured for a fire. I'm insured for a terrorist attack. What you're not insured for is a pandemic.
That's
So you're paying
insane.
all this insurance money. So now we're saying, hey, Mr. Insurance Company, I need your help. Sorry, you're not insured for a pandemic. And the reality is this: if my insurance provider would have said, hey, for an extra $100, you'll be insured for a pandemic, most business owners would have said, I don't want to pay the
Right.
extra $100, because we're thinking a pandemic doesn't happen, but none of us can really, collect insurance money for that because technically we're not insured for a pandemic.
I
So
wish
that
the
kind of screws us.
insurance companies could change that and just be like, it's an emergency.
Yeah, I mean, it's not in their best interest. Who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
there are some states that are kind of pushing for, hey, you need to work with your businesses. You don't want businesses to close because if businesses close, then it's the economy. Imagine living in a place where all your businesses are closed. There's a Bell's right across the street from me. They're closing. Bed Bath and Beyond just announced they're closing 200 stores.
It's
If you go to the malls, right,
Mhm.
Citrus Park Mall or University Mall or West, Wiregrass, you see these places empty. If you think about this, and I get this, wear your mask. I get it. I'm all about wearing your mask, but uh, people are not going to want to go out. So as a small business, you're kind of like you're screwed. Not only that, you couldn't even get masks. You couldn't even get hand sanitizer. So
Mhm.
that became a huge issue. Like, okay, I'm supposed to have this, but I can't get it. You're in line at Sam's Club and Costco, praying for masks, praying for toilet paper. Remember, there was a time when you couldn't even get toilet paper.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you could. So again, these were all stresses that we all had to be faced with. And then you had staff members, which I completely understand that. Hey, I'm afraid of work. So now you have to deal with that. And so a month ago, I think I was feeling optimistic, thinking, okay, looks like things are getting better. We were able to reopen the business, but last week there was an executive order which basically told my business, not just mine, but a lot of business, hey, you cannot serve wine and beer anymore because if you're a bar, which technically I'm kind of a bar because I have a wine bar and beer bar. Um, so that's gonna hurt me. Like, okay, wait a second. People come here for a glass of wine. They don't come here to get drunk, but we listen to music, we
Yeah.
paint. So now you can't have wine or beer. So again, that's what I mean about adapting. So now I have to adapt to that.
Right. Right. So let's give you a little plug here. So how do we contact you?
Oh yeah, awesome. So our website, so pinospalette.com/Wesley Chapel. We're located in Wesley Chapel. You go to our website, you'll see all the virtual live events. So we started that again because now people are not going out again. We have very limited in studio classes. I think we're doing 3 a week where we used to do 15. We've limited our capacity, so we do social distance. You have to come in with a mask. And then here's another thing I'm going to add. there's a lot of extra costs. So we're making less money, but we're spending more money on cleaning, on PPE, masks, gloves, sanitizing, cleaning the studio right after a class. So that's extra time that you're spending. And, that's obviously hurting the bottom line. But yeah, so you go to our website. Right now, what's helping us keep afloat is I'm doing a lot of virtual parties for companies. So, let's say you own a company, you have 30 employees. Well, everyone's working from home. I would say, hey, do a fun team building where we can do a Zoom meeting and we can all paint together and all the employees can see each other and just relax and have a great time. So I'm doing that a lot for companies. I'm doing that a lot for like birthday parties. So let's say you have a child and you were going to do their birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. Well, now you can't do it. I'm an option. Hey, let's do a virtual painting party where all the kids see each other. They paint, we'll put music. So we're doing some birthday parties virtually. A lot of it is virtual. I mean, the reality is I hate this virtual world, but it's what we have to adapt to.
Exactly. Well, I do want to know that I appreciate what you do, and you're doing a good job. I've been following you on Facebook for quite some time, and you got those stormtroopers outside your studio and guarding the front door area.
Oh yeah, no. The quick story of the stormtroopers. We had a Star Wars party, and I wanted to go all out, and I bought some stormtroopers, and then they look cool, so we leave them out there, and people always drive by the studio thinking, "What is that?" They take pictures. I actually had one stormtrooper stolen.
Yes.
And someone.
Sorry about that.
Put a brand new one. They put a brand new one with a little note that said, "Thank you for everything you do for our community," because we give back a lot to our community. And so to me, that was like, hey, that was special. That was cool that someone would do that. But yeah, so I'm keeping all small business owners in mind because I know we're all going through challenging times, not knowing what to do, not having the answer. A lot of us, like including myself, you become so forgetful. Like I've lost my wallet, I think, 2 times in the past week because you have so much on your mind. You're thinking a lot, and you see your employees you don't seem focused. Not that you're not focused, is you have so many worries, and so many things that you have to confront, unfortunately. But knock on wood, we will beat this COVID-19, and the world can go back to being normal. I'm from New York, so I love hugging and shaking hands, and you can't do that anymore.
You can't do it anymore.
Yeah, just like a wave.
Oh, they're coming for you, James. They're coming for you. All right, James Serrano, Pino's Palo, Wesley Chapel. I do appreciate you coming on and talking exactly, what is going on in the small business world. I'm sure there's a million different stories out there, but thanks for coming on. I do appreciate that, and we'll talk to you soon, James. So pinospalette.com / was it Wesley Chapel?
Wesley Chapel.
All right, and virtual class. Virtual classes. All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Interesting. Yeah. So, businesses got to, adapt to their new surroundings. I went to the doctor and they're actually bringing everything curbside for you before they take you in for an examination. It's just the world that we live in now. Hopefully it's just temporary.
A lot of improvising.
Exactly.
Like he said, some things, he discovered some cool things, like the virtual thing. He doesn't have to, there is no capacity, right?
Right. There could be a million people out there.
Now he can get more business that way. But then he has to deliver all the
deliver
supplies.
or ship. There's a lot of logistics behind the scenes, but yeah, he loves his business. So, but I known him for a number of years. But all right, Laura, what is going on in the entertainment world?
The entertainment world. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I was just scrolling Facebook like I normally do.
Yes, we know that from the other episode because you won't even listen to our episode. What were you doing that day?
I was on Facebook.
You were on Facebook. You want to listen to our show, the show that I did by myself.
I'm sure it's great.
Did you listen? Did you listen to it yet?
No, I'm sure it's great.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Kick in the groin there. Jeez.
Okay, so everybody knows that Kanye West is running for president, right? You guys all heard.
Definitely.
Heard.
He's running under the birthday party.
Birthday.
So Paris Hilton teased back that she's going to run against Kanye West for president. What she did was she put this on Twitter actually not too long ago. It says, after a lot of thought and consideration, I've decided the Oval Office needs some redecorating and a woman's touch. And she photoshopped herself laying on the Oval Office desk.
Wow.
But she's
That's
trolling
hot.
him. She's trolling Kanye West. It's so funny.
That's hot. Isn't that her word? That's hot.
And then she did hashtag Make America Hot Again instead of
there you go.
Make America Great Again.
Wow.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Do you think Kanye is doing it for publicity? I can't even talk. Publicity?
No, I think that based on his personality, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate from Kanye fans, but based on his personality, I feel like he is a little bit of a narcissist, and he really feels like he can be president. I think he wants to be president.
Wasn't he buddy with Trump a number of years ago before he got elected?
Yeah, he wore the MAGA hat, but now he claims that he trolled Trump. That's his claim. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's publicity because, now here we are talking about a little measly little podcast show. We're talking about it, and then you got TMZ talking about it. So, there's a motive behind there's a thing. I don't think he's running.
I mean, listen, if we look at our options, we got Biden. Is it true that Biden allegedly is like getting dementia or something like that? Is that true, or is that fake news?
Everybody that's running for president now has dementia.
Right. So and that was about to be my point. So Trump, and then we got Yeezy. So like he fits in. You feel me? Like, so which one? Which one?
Which one of the crazies are you voting for?
Which one can we pick?
This is reality TV.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, which one are we gonna pick?
Exactly.
You feel me?
The lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
The
Three
bar
evils.
was set so low. It was set so low that now anyone thinks they can run without having that much of a political background. The only person that I would say that is qualified right now is Biden because he's been in politics for so long and he knows a lot about politics. But President Trump doesn't really know. He doesn't have a stance on a lot of things. He just goes with whatever people tell him, and he changes his mind so much because he doesn't have a stance.
I don't know. I mean, you see the commercials now. I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen the commercials. Biden like forgetting things. And he's too old to be. You're like 70-something years old too. I mean, you're only a few years difference. I mean, he makes it sound like Biden. It's like, that's all you have? Is that all you got to talk bad about Biden? But I don't know.
This is going to be an interesting run.
Yeah, it will be.
I won't worry too much about it. As an American, I feel like either way, if we have our minds on right, it doesn't really matter who the president is. Like they might write in some laws and stuff like that, and some things that we might not like. But I just feel like individually, it doesn't matter. Like I'll do good under whoever. You feel me? I'm just worried about the people that don't have the mindset to do good under whoever, because there's a lot of people who feel like they need a leader out here. You feel me? There's like, like their life is depending on who the leader is.
Well, there are laws that do affect people in a really big way, like healthcare laws and education laws and things like that. But I think maybe we should focus more on Congress and who's running for things like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like we focus too much on the president as well.
Yeah, we do. Like our local government is like really important.
Right, exactly. We still have state laws.
Yeah.
But if I was running for office, I mean, seriously, I don't know if you guys agree with me, but there's always negativity of the other person. You know what? I'm going to probably bleep my own self out. I don't give a shit of what the other person cannot do or what they're doing is wrong. I want to know, what are you going to do? It's just like a mismanaged.
It's mudslinging.
It's mismanaged of money because that commercial, it could be millions of dollars for each time it runs or whatever commercial costs. I don't know how much commercial costs, but I'm sure it's not cheap. But it's like mismanaging money. Like, I'm going to use that money wisely and say, this is what I'm going to do. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Vote for me.
Right.
It's so off-putting, right? The mudslinging, because I feel like now the ads are like focusing on how horrible the other person is. And it's just, to me, you want to know, like exactly what you said. You want to know what people can do, not how horrible someone else is.
Right.
Stressful. I want to see this debate though. I need to see the debate. Like, I feel like the debate will at least let me put me in a direction on where I want to go.
Hands down, Joe Biden is 1,000 times smarter than President Trump, so he will win. He will win the debate in politics.
So let's see it then. I just need to see it. Just let me see what you got to say. You feel me?
Trump he's very entertaining. He'll roast Joe Biden for sure. He'll make fun of him, and everyone will laugh.
He will.
Yeah, and that's where he's going to get people, because people love that. They love the fact that he can say 3-word slogans and basically make fun of people. They're gonna love that.
So will Yeezy be able to be in the debate too as well?
Yeah. No, I don't know. What is he gonna run as?
I don't know. Would it be independent?
The birthday party.
Is that a real party?
That's what I don't
is that
know.
like the Pastafarian religion? I mean, is that
Well, no,
something
the
just made up?
Pastafarian religion's real now, though.
Wow.
The birth. We have to do more research on it. I don't know.
Okay,
He can't be an independent because apparently he missed the deadline for that.
Just out of curiosity, okay, I don't really follow politics to the T, but has anybody from the Independent Party
No.
or the Green Party, did they ever win?
No.
It's like, what is the point of spending that money to even campaigning? Because there's no chance in hell.
Right.
No, but I feel like there is. I'm split on this because I kind of feel I don't like the two-party system. I don't like it because just so much gets lost in it, and I feel like people are tired of it. People want something different, and that's why they voted for Trump. They thought he was different. He's just, sorry if you're a Trump supporter, but he's a moron. I'm sorry about that. He is.
Yeah. So, you were telling me, we're getting off, changing the subject here. You were telling me how guys direct message girls on social media. You sent me this link. It's really cool. I want to talk about it.
It's so funny. Okay. I have several different types of men message me. There's like the one that's calling me like a goddess and beautiful. I'm not putting these men down. They're amazing in their own right. But then I have other men that are like, you should date me. I'm the perfect guy for you. And then I also have other men that are just like, they're just all about sex. And they just ask me straight up. They're just like, you, me, my car. Like, it's just like, play it. It's so funny.
Okay, so you sent me this link here. We're not going to play the 10-minute video, but we'll share it on our Facebook page. So, yeah. So basically, this go to YouTube if you want to go there. So type in "how guys DM girls on Instagram."
It's also making fun of the girl, but I'm not like that girl. They're saying girls like validation from men and when they don't get it from their boyfriends.
You sure? I seen some of your posts. I
I feel like I do very thought-provoking posts.
All right, so let me play the video here. Laura just rolled her eyes. Okay, here we go.
So my boyfriend didn't say I'm beautiful today, so I'm gonna go in my DMs to get validated. Oh look, 99 plus. That means there's more than that.
I know I'm probably bugging you, but I love your eyes and your appearance.
What's up, baby girl? Come meet me at the park after dark, baby. You know I'm banned from your neighborhood.
Hello. So I don't have much time, but I do have a lot of money.
Congrats on me DMing you. That's good.
I'm gonna be real straightforward here. You and I are having sex tonight.
Wow.
Yes, I've had all of those types DM me. You didn't play the lackluster guy. That guy was hilarious.
Yeah, the lackluster. That was at 4 minutes mark or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
What am I even doing this for? What's the point of me getting so famous if these girls are not going to respond to my DMs?
I will pay you to go out to dinner with me.
You had that
First,
guy.
I will email
Yeah.
you over a personality quiz. And if you meet my criteria, the dinner will happen. And after dinner, which you did not say a single word because I would not allow that, we go back to my mansion. I have my assistant make you sign a non-disclosure agreement. We then head up to my room.
These
Then
are real
I put on
people.
Homeland,
They're not
and I masturbate
characters.
while you watch.
And fourth of the video, I'm sure they're characters.
No, and yeah, in the video they
My
are.
wife left me.
But how did
and
they
I'm
play them so
alone.
well?
Ever since she's been gone, you've been there, in my head. Not the 12-year-old you, the new you, the woman that you've become.
Shit, I know what it is. I ain't got no service.
That's the fuck boy.
Ain't no connection in the hills, baby. I'm in the hills.
Not in the hills.
I'm not in the hills.
All I can remember is your beautiful smile.
Wow.
You didn't find the lackluster, but I'll just describe him. So
Okay.
he's just, the lackluster dude is just the guy that sits on his couch and he's scrolling through and he sees the girl and he goes, oh, she's cute. And then he just sends, hi. And then he checks his phone like every 10 minutes to see if she responds.
She left him on red.
Exactly.
So what's the best way that a guy's?
There comes a
Oh,
time
what's
when a
that?
man's got
The best way for me is to interact with me, like have a conversation, if you're doing this through social media, interact with my posts, get to know my personality, make jokes on my statuses. Don't message me. If I accept your friend request and the first thing you do is message me, it's an automatic block.
Okay. So there's rules to engagement with this social media. You can't message. You can't message random girls, and you can't call them neither. I know girls really hate that one, huh?
If you interrupt me by calling me on Messenger, because it interrupts everything I do, that is an automatic. Never call me, never video chat me, and please don't message me as soon as I accept. And please don't post on my wall, "Thank you for accepting," with a bunch of roses. I hate that.
Wow, that's crazy.
See, I've been out of the dating world for so long now, so I'm really rusty.
I don't think you guys would ever do any of that.
Nah, that ain't my style.
I don't even know what to do. If I ever became single, I have no idea what to do. I'll contact you with the do's and don'ts, okay?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, I'm sure people can relate out there. Our listeners are probably sitting there. Yep, that was me. Yeah, so go to YouTube and How Guys DM Girls on Instagram. It's like a 10-minute video.
It's so funny. It's a parody.
Funny. It's funny. We got too bad we didn't write down the timer marker. We could play that little clip.
Oh, no, it's fine. Just put it on the Facebook.
We'll share it. We'll share it. So go to our Facebook page.
What you talking about, Lil B?
Yeah, and we'll post it on there. Maybe you could do it on Twitter too.
What you talking about, Lil B? Just come on and join us.
Well, good.
Oh, man. So a couple things, man, I wanted to talk about. So the first thing is kind of like crazy. So did anybody see the story on the baby that was born into this world, right? And he wasn't even supposed to be here, right? So the reason why he wasn't supposed to be here because his mom had an IUD. And for those that don't know what the IUD is, it's a form of birth control. And I think it's like, it looks like a cross little mechanism they inserted in the cervix, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to make sure a woman can't get pregnant. Well, this particular woman got pregnant even with the IUD. Now, why the doctors didn't take it out when she found out she was pregnant, I don't know. But when she had the baby came out with the IUD in his hand, like, look, mama, look what I conquered. Like, it was like in his hand, like holding it towards his face, like the baby conquered, you tried to block me from being here. So that baby, whoever that baby is here for a reason.
That baby fought and he won.
Wow.
So I didn't read the whole article. I thought she got pregnant with the IED or IUD, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I thought she got pregnant and then she took it out and then she did a photo shoot with so the baby was born with this thing on it?
Yeah, the baby was born and was like in his hand. Like, haha, look at me.
It's like the little sperm that was supposed to die was like, F that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it anyways.
I could just see the little sperm squeezing his way through, like squeezing by the IUD, like, I'm in there.
Like he dodged it or something.
What's that TV movie show from the 80s? It was like, what are you talking about or something like that?
Oh, yeah. With the little baby, you could see the little sperm and they would talk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Oh, my gosh. What show is that? I remember that.
It had the pilot guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
He's a pilot.
Yeah, he's a pilot in real life. Jeez. Oh, man. I can't remember.
You got to look that up.
I'm sure our listeners are screaming at their phones right now and say, yeah, you idiot. It's
I remember that movie.
What are you talking? No, it's
no, I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
It's the one where the baby... the dad is the babysitter or something, kind of.
He was a taxi driver, I think.
Yeah.
I remember the pilot outfit. I remember the little sperm talking.
Okay, Google is my friend.
Yeah, we got to look this up real quick.
Who was the lady's name? I can't remember.
Who's that baby? It's not Who's That Baby. Yeah.
Look Who's Talking.
Look Who's Talking.
That's right.
Thank you, Google.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks, Google.
Look Who's Talking. Yeah. So like in the beginning of the movie, they have the sperms racing and they have some sort of music. I can't remember the name of the song. Oh, we got to look that up.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember that movie. You just brought me back, man.
Oh. This is a real life thing though. That baby really wrestled against the IUD and won and came out.
I'm like anxious to see who this child is going to be as they grow older.
Is it the Messiah?
Listen,
I'm just kidding.
Listen, I'm like this, man.
The second coming of Christ.
But the thing about it, that the baby had it in his hand. Like, look.
He said, F that.
That's crazy. Who are you, young child?
Birth control does not affect this child.
Wow, this is crazy, man. I got to see who he is in 10 years. Y'all need to make him like a Facebook or like an Instagram, and so I could subscribe to it and just
the child that conquered birth control.
Christy Alley, that's her name.
Christy Alley.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
This is like back in the 90s.
I was a youngin'.
The 90s. Speaking of the 90s, since I kind of screwed up on our game show that we did on our last episode, I didn't write anything down and I forgot. And
Are you going to write stuff down this time?
No. This is going to be a guessing game. Speaking of the 90s, the top 20 TV shows that we grew up with.
Right.
In the 90s?
In the 90s.
Wait,
in
Baxx,
the 90s.
were you even... Oh, yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Definitely.
What, you were born in 2000?
Nah, I wish.
Yeah, don't we wish?
No, nobody here wants to be one of those. What is that, a millennial?
A millennial.
We are millennials still, though.
Right. Oh, no, I'm lost.
He said his all-time favorite.
My all-time favorite show. I have watched every freaking episode.
Cheers?
No, Cheers is... I love this Cheers song. It's not it. Dude, I don't know. What is it?
King of Queens.
Oh, yeah. I used to... And because I said you look like the guy. Is that why?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Never mind.
I don't look like
that was
Kevin
in my
James.
head.
Yeah, maybe it's in your head. No, I think we talked about that on a couple episodes ago. That you saying, "Oh, it's the guy from King of Queens." I said, "No, it wasn't that guy."
Yeah, you're right.
I can't remember what we were talking about. We just did so many episodes.
Some of these are, but I didn't really watch them that much.
Okay. How about this one?
Wow.
It's definitely got an 80s, 90s vibe. An early 90s vibe. I don't know.
No, Baxx? No?
Yeah, I'm picturing like a drop top. Was it like a red drop top or something like that?
Yeah, it sounds like they're in a car.
Yeah, somebody's in a
No.
car.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
What? I used to love that show. I don't remember that. I don't know the theme songs.
All right. How about this next one here?
That theme song didn't even go
Actually,
with the
this
show.
one here gives it away in the
name.
in the opening theme, but this made number 16 on the list here.
I love the show. Whose line is it anyways?
Yeah.
This show, you could even YouTube it. How I remember the show very well, they had Richard Simmons on. Do you remember that episode?
No.
Oh, you got to Google
No,
it.
actually I do. And he was on more than once.
Well, this particular one had Richard Simmons, and I think it was the funniest episode I ever seen in my entire life. They were talking about like people on cruise ships and doing wave runners, and Richard Simmons was on the floor while like Wayne Brady is holding his hands and moving him back and forth like
Wait,
waist
whose line
level.
from it anyways was from the 90s? Because I remember watching it like in...
I think, according to this list here, it was from the 90s, so I don't know the actual... Yeah, but I know they ran into 2000s with that, so... All right, so how about this one?
It sounds so familiar.
Isn't it a bar or something like that?
No. It's bar music, but... God, I know it. It's so familiar.
Is it a cigar smoking dude with the glasses with the deep voice from back in the days? I forget his name.
No. I know this. I don't know. I know the music, but I just don't know the name of the...
All right, this one is Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, okay. My mom used to watch that show.
That was a good one.
I didn't think it was that funny.
You gonna have to take me to like TGIF and stuff like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You take me to TGIF, I'm gonna get every single one.
I think that ran from very late 90s to 2000s. I remember that. All right, so how about this?
See, if you played like Law and Order, that one sound.
I don't think that's even on the
That's crazy.
list.
That was such a good show.
All right, how about this one? I like this one.
I remember this.
Ashton Kutcher is on it.
Oh yeah, that 70s show.
There you go.
To me, that was like the 2000s.
According to this list, it was the 90s.
Oh, it must have been late.
Yeah, they must have started. I don't know. Google that 70 shows. Find out when did that start. Have you ever noticed that every type of show, has a generation? Like Wonder Years was in the 60s.
Yeah.
The Goldbergs is from the 80s.
It started in 1998, so it was close to the 2000s.
Close to the 90s. Okay, cool. Yeah, so... All right, and then how about this one? I never watched this one, but I know it was extremely popular.
Oh, X-Files.
There you go.
I'm just gonna say,
like X-Files.
my all-time favorite. Remember Scully and Mueller?
Yeah, X-Files was awesome.
Mulder was like always figuring out what it was, and Scully was always like, "Are you sure? I don't think that's it."
Yeah.
It is X-Files. And I don't like this show.
You don't like
Why?
X-Files?
It was so good.
The reason why...
Were you scared?
No, I was not scared. It had nothing to do with the show.
Okay.
I had a girl cancel a date on me because she wanted to stay home and watch X-Files.
Oh, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have done the same thing. It was so
X-Files
good.
was awesome, man.
This is probably before DVR days.
Why didn't she invite you over to watch? I would have done that.
I don't know, but she canceled our date. So
Like all
Well,
the,
you missed out on a good show.
all the alien sightings and stuff.
Oh, this is
Hey, dude.
Roseanne.
yes.
I thought it was
Roseanne.
Hey Dude. I thought it was Hey Dude, man. Hey Dude.
I remember Hey Dude too.
Was that on Nickelodeon? Hey, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could go to Nickelodeon. We could do TGIF. I'm going to get them.
Yeah.
All right. This one here, this is an all-time classic. I mean, I don't know if it's a popular show. It was a popular show, but here it goes.
Thank you for being a friend.
Friends.
No. I know the Friends one.
Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw
No?
I know the song, but I can't remember the show. What is it?
It's got Betty White in it.
Oh, Golden Girls?
There you go.
Golden Girls.
Thank you.
Golden
Well,
Girls.
and you said Betty White. She's like the most famous old woman right
I
now.
can't believe she's like 5 or 98 years old.
She
and-
doesn't look that old.
No, she doesn't.
She's still alive?
She's still
Yeah,
alive.
she's still alive.
Hold on. One of them passed away not too long ago.
Yeah.
Doris?
God,
What's
the
her
other
name?
two. The other two.
Dorothy? I don't know the real
Dorothy and
names.
Beatrice. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so she passed on a number.
Betty's still kicking.
Both of them passed on.
Betty is still like doing commercials.
That's awesome.
She's memeing people and trolling
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like she's so smart, you know? She does not have dementia in her
How about
old
this?
age.
How about this one?
Doug. Doug, right?
That's
Doug!
That's not Doug.
Doug?
That's not Doug.
What is it?
It's not Doug.
That's not Doug. I know Doug.
Okay, don't say what it is.
Oh, okay,
yet.
wait, hold on. I don't know.
Punky Brewster?
You serious?
No. Is it? It's not Seinfeld.
Yes,
It is?
it is Seinfeld.
Okay. Because it just did that one thing and it sounded like Doug because it did that one thing in the beginning. But yeah, Seinfeld, I love Seinfeld. It was so funny. Seinfeld was funny for its time.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Cheers.
There you go.
Yeah, that's Cheers.
I never really watched it.
I just like the theme song.
I don't know, it just seems too mellow. I just wanted to pop open a beer and drink it.
It definitely made me want to drink watching it.
This song's gonna pick up a little bit. No, not yet. Must be an older version. Let me fast forward. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is what I loved.
Yep.
Just the song.
All right. And how about this one? We kind of like gave it away a few minutes ago.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you
We gave it away.
I said it a few minutes ago. It took place in the 60s.
I don't know. Do you?
I had the hots for this particular
I remember
cast
this song.
member.
I remember the song.
You had the hots for her?
Yeah, it's not like it's going to give you the answer, but yes.
Yeah, I remember the song.
Winnie Cooper,
I don't know.
The Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years.
Oh, yeah,
The
you're
Wonder
right.
Years.
Okay, I never really watched it that much, but I do know the show.
Okay, so
These are some throwbacks.
these are okay. Number 7. Okay, let's play this
You don't
one.
have the Steve Urkel one? He was from the 90s, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, it just plays. Is this with Zach Morris and is it Saved by the Bell?
No.
No, it's not. This is so familiar. I don't know what it is though.
I never saw the show.
It's so familiar. What is it?
Boy Meets World.
Oh,
Oh, that was
okay.
Boy Meets. Oh man,
It's
dang.
his brother, because the Wonder Years was Fred Savage,
Oh,
right?
was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm pissed.
And
Because I said I would have had TGIF.
and yeah, you didn't
And
have
I didn't
it.
have it. I'm so mad.
What?
And I had the biggest crush on Topanga.
She was okay.
Okay.
How about this one?
That sounds familiar too. Is it Blossom?
Blossom.
What is it? I don't know.
That trademark sound?
I don't remember. The 90s were like 30 years ago.
Home Improvement.
Oh, see, what?
Oh, man,
That's
hold up.
TGIF too.
That is
What is
TGIF.
wrong?
Yes, that's right. Now I get what you're saying. TGIF.
You didn't get it?
At first, I didn't get it. I
There
was
was
thinking,
like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, all, you know.
I just remember like Urkel, Hang with Mr. Cooper, Boy
Yeah.
Meets World.
when you say TGIF, I thought you were talking about the restaurant. Take me to TGIF.
Oh, nah,
it's like,
nah.
I
Yeah, I
was
don't
getting
know.
hungry when he mentioned that.
Okay, so we got this one. All right. This one, this is a real popular one. I never watched it.
Play dinosaurs, man.
Oh, Friends.
There you go.
Oh, that is Friends.
Yeah. That was a good one. And they do the little clap.
Yep. I never really watched Friends.
It's so
but
funny.
oh
my God.
I know it's funny as it's in rerun. I remember they were making the movie. It was like that road trip with Jennifer Aniston and this other dude, and they were driving this motorhome like across the country.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
I can't remember the name of the movie.
I saw it on Netflix. It was good.
Either way, but anyway, they had a blooper reel for that movie, and they had like the position. They were like the camera was like in the front seat of the motorhome, and they did a blooper reel of they just changing the radio station. Well, some of the producers thought it was funny to actually play this theme
Oh my
song
God.
on the radio in the movie, but it never really made the movie. But
That would have been funny.
It was a blooper, yeah.
No, I like when producers do that, where they play like old things when the actors are playing something different. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, yeah. All right, this one was already mentioned once before, but we're gonna play it.
Saved by the Bell.
There you go.
Yeah, I know all those, like Saved by the Bell, 90210.
That's what got me into King of Queens.
What?
King of Queens.
Saved by the Bell? Because
yeah,
of her?
Carrie would play
Yeah.
like Pelosi's daughter or something like that on the few
She
episodes.
she was dating Zach Morris, right?
No. That was the lady. That was the girl from. Well, that's Kelly Kapowski. Was
No, but she also was in Saved by the Bell too.
the one from Showgirls.
No, the one from King of Queens, the wife.
Oh,
Leah Remini?
Carrie Heffernan. What's her real name?
Leah.
Leah. Yeah.
Remini or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, she was Zach's girlfriend for a little while.
In real life?
No, in the show,
In the show?
college years, not in
college years.
high
okay.
school.
No, this is the actual high school version.
It's the same thing.
I didn't see that one.
Baxx is like, I don't know.
He moved the microphones like, oh, Jesus, let's end this podcast already.
No, we good. I'm enjoying it. Yeah,
Okay. This one here. I love this one. I had the major crush on this particular cast member.
Oh, Pamela Anderson?
Pamela Anderson?
Baywatch. Is it Baywatch?
No.
No, what is this? This sounds so familiar.
Family.
The Milkman, the Paper Boy.
This
Family
is
Matters?
so familiar.
Family Matters?
No, not Family Matters. You're in the right department because this was TGI Fridays on ABC.
With the little girls. The
Full House.
Olsen's
Full
from
House.
Full House.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I got that one.
The one. You got one.
Yep. They actually did a sequel
Yeah, I watched it.
on Netflix. So it was a Fuller House.
Yeah, and you know, what's her name?
Candace Cameron. That's who I had the crush on.
Okay, she looks so good for being 40-something.
She looked younger than the twins.
She's exactly my age. I think we're like born a day apart.
But doesn't she look like she's 20?
She looks younger than the twins. Have you seen
And
the twins?
she hasn't had any plastic surgery. Yeah, the twins look
oh yeah,
terrible.
the Olsen twins.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Something bad happened to them.
I hope
don't know.
not.
No, I mean like I don't know. They drank I don't know.
I don't know. But okay, how about number 2?
This is a story all
Fresh
about
Prince of
how
Bel-Air.
my life comes. Come on, man. You can't, come on, I already know what that is.
Of course. Yeah, this one, everybody knew that. That was like the best part
Yeah,
of it.
it was. It was a good show.
Yeah, it was. Well, born and raised most of my days.
Good show. Good show.
That was so awesome.
Will
I
Smith,
love that show.
Will Smith going through some stuff right now, man.
I
Oh,
know.
Man,
Wait,
Will.
is it true? Like, is Jada Pinkett? Does she really have another dude?
A young boy too at that.
But she said Will Smith said it was fine.
I don't know, man.
Did you hear about that?
I heard a little bit about it.
They
Apparently,
say-
what they're splitting up, right?
Are they?
Are they?
The boy August Alsina, like an R&B singer, he's young. He's probably like still in his 20s, maybe just 30.
She said, "Don't let your husband keep you from true love."
Man, I don't know what's gonna happen.
But she said that Will knew and he was okay with it.
Supposedly they were swingers a long time
okay.
ago, but that's supposedly. I don't know their business. You know, the media could put out anything, and you know.
We know about fake news in this
Right.
podcast.
So that's why I'm not saying it.
But dang,
news.
man, that's sad. They shared a picture with Will. He had tears in his eyes, like, and I don't know. And on the red, what is it, the Red Table or something like that? Her show.
Yeah. I
She-
thought it was both of their like a family show.
She always talks about her marriage like it was good. So I don't know if August came out and you know, just spilled the beans or whatever, because she denied it at first.
Yeah, but I wonder if Will really did know and they were just protecting their family, you know, because she was saying they were polyamorous in a sense.
Wow. All right, we got two more. Okay. This one is a classic that started in the very late 80s.
Simpsons?
Obviously gave it away, but yeah.
Dude, the Simpsons are so relevant right now.
They scary.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see the episode where Trump was dead in a coffin?
That's crazy.
I don't know if 2020 is going to be his
They had the
year.
killer bees on there. They had a George Floyd situation on there.
I know.
Wow,
They had
yeah.
President Trump getting elected.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it is crazy.
I'm going to start watching it just to know what happens in the world.
They had
All
a
right.
pandemic on there.
I know.
That was number one on the list. Okay. Now I have bonus. I have a bonus. And you said this a number of times before we shut down the show.
Doug?
Yeah, definitely.
Doug.
No, it's not. Hold on. This is so...
The condition. Hey,
TGI Fridays.
the newspaper page.
Do you know what it is? Step
In
by
your
step?
granny's eyes. Yeah, that's my boy. That's my Steve Urkel.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, Family Matters.
Oh, Family Matters.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's my boy.
Oh, I was waiting for you to... Why didn't you say anything?
'Cause I was singing a song.
Okay.
That is such a classic. Can I do that? You know?
But I hated the way he said Laura's name.
Oh, man.
So horrible.
Oh, that's right. Your name is Laura.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, trip down memory lane. I'm getting tired of talking about COVID, talking about Trump, talking about Biden. I did wanted to change a pace. But
Awesome.
yeah. So, all right. Let's just shut down the show here. So, do we got anything else going on, guys?
One thing I wanted to mention, just touch on real quick before we leave, man. I seen that there was a disturbing thing that happened this past week in the news, with the coach by the name of Reginald Lawrence or Lawrence Reginald.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
think it was Reginald Lawrence, right?
Yes.
And he got arrested for like sleeping with the minors and stuff like that. And you know that happens a lot. We see Jeffrey Epstein girlfriend just got arrested and stuff like that. Supposedly she got COVID. I hope she lives.
She's gonna get suicided.
For the testimony. But back to this coach, man. Like when he got arrested, I seen so many people on my Facebook like that were his students, and they acting like, what? Oh, he's just now getting arrested. Like they knew what was going on for years.
Right? That's insane.
That made me feel like, oh my gosh, like this coach is in here sleeping with these young girls and messing with these young girls. And they said that he pursued a lot of them, and they said honestly a lot of the young girls pursued him. But once you're if you letting young women children pursue you, you're still a predator. I don't care.
Of course. Yeah,
So,
you're the adult.
I just seen how he was on the news and stuff like that. Like, they're gonna slay this man, and like he deserves whatever whatever happens to him. And I just feel like it was crazy because I seen that a lot of my personal Facebook friends were affected by him. Like, I see one girl on my post, I'm not gonna mention her name. She stated how she would never go into the office alone with him.
Wow.
Like, that's crazy to
What
feel.
school was this at?
It was Tampa Tech or something like that.
Yeah, it was here.
A couple different schools that he worked on. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? I worked at. It was a couple schools. He was a gym coach, I believe, like a PE coach.
I don't understand how like the students knew that he was a predator, but the faculty and staff didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
he was able to go from high school to high school and just do the same thing over and over again.
And that was his what word am I looking for? That was his like resume. That was his repertoire.
That's his MO.
That was his MO. You feel me? Like, this dude.
We need to protect our kids in school.
Yeah,
protect our kids. Couldn't have been my daughter.
Right?
He wouldn't have made it to court. No
Right?
facts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to thank James Serrano from Pino's Palette coming on our show, and thanks for playing my little cheesy game.
This game went a lot better.
It did.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks to our fans and listeners giving us some feedback, and some people I have spoken to, they like the little games that we end up doing, so that it gets in their mind off of what's going on out there in the world, just to change different gears. I know we went pretty long with this episode, so please like and subscribe our Facebook page.
What you talking about, Levy?
Yes, sir.
And our Twitter.
You want to say the name of the group?
Oh yeah. What you talking about, Levy?
Yes, nothing different. All right, so make sure you go to our Facebook page for our platforms. To get a full list of our platforms, please go to our Facebook page and like our page, and we'll keep our page fresh and updated or with anything that comes into our minds. So, all right, guys, we'll catch you on our next episode. This is be episode number 6 coming up, right?
Right, yeah.
Number 6
Awesome,
between
man.
the 3 of us here. So.
Awesome.
All right, please give us some like and subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating, please. Don't give us a thumbs down.
Share us.
Share us.
Give us suggestions of what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All right, guys, let's wrap it up for today, and we'll call it quits. All right, guys, take it easy and enjoy the rest of your time. All right, take care. Bye-bye.